comes to eating, sometimes that can be quite difficult, and you might be chasing a plate around the table, trying to keep the food on a fork or a spoon, so that can be quite difficult. There are lots of different options open. This one are options of plates with rims. So you can see with this one, it's got a shallow side and a deep side, so you can use it to scoop the food up.
Right, so you can use that as a sort of retaining wall.
That's it, yeah.
And shove your peas up one end and then scoop them up.
We'll show you that in a second.
Great.
This one doesn't, but this one does come with the anti-slip bottom as well, so that when you're sat on a table and you're moving it, it won't go anywhere. So
very good.
Helpful. I think it's got a very special feature in it, which I find helpful for people that tend to eat quite slowly. Now, if you're anything like me, food I can't eat if it's gone cold, or I hate eating cold food.
Me too.
So this plate, even if you are a slow eater, what you can do is pull these little sides off, fill it with some hot water, and it's like a bain-marie really. It keeps the food warm.
So you've got hot water underneath your warm food, keeping it warm.
That's it.
That's wonderful.
It's a fantastic, and it's hidden away so that you don't necessarily know. You can adapt your own plate.
Oh yes.
So this is a plate guard, they call them, and they pretty much attach to most household plates.
Most dinner-sized plates, yeah.
Exactly, and they just clip on, and they provide the same solution as what the dip does with the peas, where you've got a nice little wall to push against, and it also means that you match the rest of the people at the table eating. So there are your kind of options for plates. So obviously cutlery is also something that might be adapted or helpful, and you can get lots of options where the cutlery is slightly curved, which might give a better ergonomic grip, they call it. You can get knives that are like your knife earlier at a different angle. So if you want to hold on to that for me,
oh yes,
you would be cutting it rather than trying
You'd be using downward force.
Exactly.
Instead of horizontal force.
Exactly.
And you could sort of even put your shoulder into it and lean right into it.
Definitely.
That's very good.
And it's got a nice spongy grip like the one you were using.
Yeah.
So it enables you to...
It's not going to hurt your hands either.
Exactly. So they come in different options like these, but you also get weighted knives. It's quite a heavy one, this one.
Oh, yeah.
And people with things like tremors, weighted cutlery can sometimes help to keep that steady.
And to be honest, it doesn't feel so weighted if you hold it in the right... If you hold it at the balance point, it's not quite so heavy.
And it will help with that cutting motion if you're pushing down.
Exactly.
Through. This one I quite like. This works on a standard spoon. So actually this is just a piece of plastic that I've added to your cutlery. And it just fits over the outside. They're cheap and they're dishwasher friendly. So you can pop it in the dishwasher. But you can also put them in your bag and take them out if you're going to a restaurant or something. You can just stick them over the standard spoon. And you can see then inside, it makes the spoon have its own little guard. So if you have got a tremor or a difficulty,
yes,
it keeps what you're trying to eat on the spoon. So I like that one.
That's very simple.
Very simple. Lastly, and this is again a product that doesn't necessarily have to be for people with a disability. Have you seen one of these before?
I haven't.
And they come in different options. This is a two-sided one, but you can get them where they're all in one end. And they're called a spork.
Yes.
So it's a spoon, a fork and a knife all in one. So if you only have one arm, one hand that you can use, you can cut your food, stab your food and scoop your food all with the same motion and the same item.
Yes, not sure I would need that, but I can see that for other people that would be really, really handy. Do you get these in metal as well as plastic?
You can. I got this one from a camping store. So actually it was quite cheap.
Again, it's a mainstream product.
Mainstream product.
Yeah.
And they come in various colours and obviously you can match them to your own cutlery.